Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. The situation in the Southeast has been very intense in terms of insecurity and violence, such that most people have decided to check out. Don't forget that we have seen a lot happening between ESN and the military. For example, in Imo State, some few days ago, the commissioner of police had to send words to those who are businessmen who are operating in the night, that right now the environment is peaceful enough for them to continue doing their legal businesses in the night, that peace has been restored at least to Owerri, which is the state capital. And also the governor had come out also to say something about it. But right now, where the pressure is very intense is actually in Abia State. Abia State is facing a lot, especially on Hafia local government area. Yesterday, ESN had a clash with the military, and that brought something very terrible. About 6 military were killed, and because of that, everyone seems to scamper for safety, as most of the communities around have decided to take to their heels. Don't forget that the IPOB leader talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the month of April, May, had talked about the issue of that he's not out for violence, he wants peace and all of that, that no matter what, he's always coming for peace, not for war, and that IPOP is committed to non-violence, but will never be cowardly. ESN is about self-defense, not offense, and that his abiding mission is to restore Biafra peacefully. But if you want war, you will surely get it sooner than later. Now, the military have also spoken after what happened yesterday. And you know that event of yesterday has caused a lot of people great fear. And they said that they are not on vengeance mission. Let's look at that in a jiffy. According to the news, the Nigerian army has denied the vengeance mission in Abia community following the death of 6 soldiers in a clash with the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB-backed ESN. The Brigadier General Muhammad Yerima, who is the Public Relations Director of Army, said this in a rebuttal on Monday. The spokesman was reacting to reports that the residents of Elu, Amangu, and Emekbu in Ohafia local government area has embarked on mass exodus out of fear. Mohammed noted that troops only carry out routine clearance operation in line with the rules of engagement and respect for fundamental human rights. The army said the raid way to restore socio-economic activities in places hitherto disrupted by criminal activity of IPOB/ESN element who attack security agents and government infrastructure. The statement said the military is working with the police and other security agencies to ensure troubled spots are free of criminals. The army assured Abia people of the safety of their lives and property and urged them to continue to report suspicious movement and strange individuals or group. Now, what's really interesting here is the fact that these guys are now very scared, the people of Abia State. And that was the same thing that happened in Owerri. And I can assure you that the economic activities in those areas has really, really declined. And based on what we've been seeing on social media, anytime anything happens to the military, people are always on the run because they cannot be so sure that the next move by the military will be a good one in their direction. Don't forget that there had been multiple complaints coming from most of the Igbo organizations, Igbo groups in the Southeast, and it's always tailored towards Buhari commanding these guys to leave the Southeast because their presence has caused a lot. This has brought a lot of fear, and I feel that at this point that the state government needs to do something very significant, and that is to create a platform for negotiation with the youth, because what makes you a governor, let's be real, what makes you a governor is not the fact that you've gone to the polls and you have won. It's because there is a state, and that state have occupants, and those occupants are human beings. That is what makes you a governor. Every king have a kingdom, and that kingdom must be full of people. And that is what even gives the governor or the king a pride. So if you all have this understanding, you must learn to treat with wisdom with your own people. Now, despite several things that have happened in the northern part of Nigeria, if you watch it very well, you notice that they are always concentrating, looking out for this people. We've never had a case whereby any passerby, anybody who is a human being passing around the environment is being captured. You wouldn't see such a thing. It's only in the southeast that we started seeing it. And it's based on the rule of engagement with the military. No matter what, the situation wasn't like this. Ideal thing was sit down with these guys on a round table. There's a way you can deal with this whole issue, and everything will be under calm. Now, look at what when the pictures of these guys came up, pictures of those who are part of ESN came up. What is that special thing that they do to them? It was just an issue of convincing them with mouth, because the government at one point has failed to give them employment. Some of them were, when they were, I saw in one video, they were talking to them and they said they were only drinking sugarcane water with whatever thing that they were eating. And they have a lot of medical issues. Now, but then what has encouraged them to move out? Somebody was talking to them, let them understand that there's a greater future waiting for us if you will follow me. And that is why they followed. Now, so you now realize that the most important thing that all state governors should be intentionally doing is to create jobs. Make sure that you create jobs, pull them out of those villages. And even if they are in those villages, you make sure that you go to the suburbs, they meet them, ensure that those areas are booming. It doesn't take anything to cite some of these ministry, their headquarters, right there in some local government, just to make sure that economic activity is booming and some more people are going into those places. Let them understand that the government cares for them. All of this issue of bringing in soldiers, military, wouldn't have been there. But right now, they don't have anything doing. So what do you expect them to? Whoever that talks to them, convince them, they join the person. You understand? But right now, the military saying, hey, they're not on vengeance mission or revenge mission. Though I know most people would never want to go close to those kind of environment, because you don't know when they will strike. However, that's just the info. But thank God that peace has been restored back to Owerri and Imo State. We are hopeful that with time, the military presence will reduce greatly. That's where we would like to leave it. Go to our comment.